Today is 19 December, market opened with a gaps and eventually closed with a long dated doji with below average volume, down 19.3760. Now, today market action is reactions to the sell down in Wall Street after the announcement by the Federal Reserve. And this actually bring it just below the support level of 3766. Now, breaking today's intraday will be negative for the market, and this is at 3739. And breaking this low, we expect further downward move. Our immediate resistance is actually at this previous high here at about 3824. Currently, market is actually trading below the 1326 SMA, so generally it is not positive. Let's take a look at the US market. This is the weekly chart of S&P 500. So you notice actually on the weekly chart we have a wide range reversal bar. This is the daily charts. Again, this is a huge bar and it may well test this lower channel lines. I'd like to see whether it can hold. Now the fact that we have severe sell down, market will need some time to repair itself and is likely to have a couple of volatile swing. This is Nasdaq. Again, on the daily chart, you can see a huge reversal bar, and we expect further downward move. So by and large, actually, the retracement is expected, but the magnitude is something we do not expect. In particular, actually, Federal Reserve has indicated there are likely to be only 2 interest rate cuts versus the 4 as expected. So market actually react negatively to that announcement. Mentioned in the previous video that we noticed that actually there broad market weakness. This is the weekly chart of NYIC composite, and we see actually weakness happened much earlier. So there was only the tech stock that were actually holding up well, and perhaps the financials, the energy sectors. But by and large, broad market itself, we do see weakness, and here we have a follow through after this wide range reversal bar. So again, as mentioned, it'll take some time to repair itself, so patience is required. This is 10-year Treasury yield. Notice actually it have actually strengthened quite significantly after the announcement by Federal Reserve, and right now it's actually closing near the recent high of 449. This is generally negative for the equity markets. So unless this is weakens, otherwise we see further weakness in the equity market. This is the Brent crude, very much stuck in the trend range. So as mentioned before, if the OPEC plus cuts productions, we may see some upward move, but by and large we have resistance at about $76. Let's take a look at the stock we've been discussing. DBS. The previous sessions we see wide range reversal bars, and today we have another pullback bar. By and large is considered as muted, especially we have severe sell down in Wall Street. But if you take a look at the series of bar here, so they are actually trading sideways. So we just have to observe going forward, but this will be our immediate resistance we have to actually take note of, which happens to be the closing price of this bar here, which is at about 4426. Alright, so we just have to wait for the consolidation to complete and eventually break on the upside. The daily chart is probably clearer. This is at this point in time a contraction setup. As mentioned before, it's better to actually view on the weekly charts to avoid being stopped out due to noise. OCBC managed to actually make a high, but however was short-lived and currently trade a reversal bar. On the daily charts, you can see there was actually a break over here, a contraction setup break, and this is the pullback, and this is a big dipper setup. 2-bar comeback high here is at 1695. UOB. very nice runs up over here. Over here we see the weakening momentum, and right now experiencing a pullback. On the weekly chart, this is a small deeper setup. Bar high is 37.42. SGX So this is what happens to SGX. Very nice run up. Over here we have an opening gap that failed, wide range reversal bar followed by retracement. Notice that the 13 is actually pointing downwards. 13 and 26 may cross. This is indications of consolidation. So during a consolidation, we just have to patiently wait it up, very much like this, and eventually look for a breakout. Time average attempting reversal. Again, due to the sluggish natures of the price actions, it's probably better to look at the weekly charts. So you can see actually over here, we managed to break through this resistance, and this is the first pullback. At this point in time, it's a big deeper setup. 2 bar callback high here is at 58 cents. Among the blue chips, actually, Yang Zicheng is the one that actually performed well. Managed to actually break out of the trailing range. If you notice, this trailing range has lasted for easily 4 months, and it managed to actually take up and experiencing the first pullback here. And today it managed to hold up well, which is generally positive. At this point in time, a big deeper setup. Bar high here is 295. Semcorp actually has experienced weakness at the resistance. So this is the resistance, and we see a retracement from here. At this point in time, there's a temporary pause. This is an inside day. Notice the volume extremely low. If we take a look at the bigger pictures, it has been stuck in the trailing range for quite some time. And if we ever break this low here, this is at 536, we can take the opportunity to short the stock. Now this is just riding on the momentum on the downward move. Keppel, we see a gap today. This is generally damaging. This gap here provides some kind of resistance. This is at 678. Alright, look for a throwback here, and I'll let you see what happens. If you have a weak throwback, it may well actually fail, and we can identify setup to short.